going on, people? I'm here in the Karsien Stadium, literally in the Karsien Stadium goal. This is the goal that Manchester United could not penetrate in the first half. It's big enough, yeah? It's a full-size goal. I thought I'd check it myself. Yes, the AstroTurf, Ollie was moaning about it, but whatever. It was the same for both teams, and AZ Alkmaar managed to have shots on it. I'm embarrassed. And being on this pitch, it's no different to any other pitch. You can't use that as an example. We got absolutely played off the park, to be honest with you. The warning signs were there from the first 5 minutes to me. When I saw Daniel James through the middle, Mason on the right, Angel Gomez on the left to accommodate Mata in the centre, and I just thought, I had no qualms about the team personnel. I did tweet that out, can't moan about that. It should be good enough to come here and put in a performance against AZ Alkmaar. But literally seeing the way he put those players out, it didn't look right to me. It didn't look right to me, and immediately, the first 5 minutes we just kept the ball and didn't do anything with it, which was the theme for us for the whole match. And AZ were comfortable, but we gradually lost control of the game from the first minute onwards, and they just grew in confidence. Ollie was literally up, passing notes, passing messages to say what's going on. I'm going to take a walk over to the dugout where they were sitting actually, and it was kind of like saying, what are we doing here? You know, I saw Daniel James go from the centre to the left, swapped with, to the right, he swapped to Greenwood. Saw Greenwood go to the middle. I saw Gomez swap from the left to the right. I saw Fred dropping deep to try and pick up the ball. I saw Mata trying to pick up pockets, but then even he was going deeper and deeper to try and get the ball. Matic was just playing sideways. I looked at it and I thought, fucking hell, people are right. This is actually worse than LVG. This is actually worse than Jose. So for me, it was difficult because I'm looking at it like it looked like we could be out there for another 90 minutes and not one thing would have changed. The changes came in the 60th minute, and about then, on comes Rashford and on comes Lingard. Absolutely no effect on the game whatsoever. I thought that they were both ineffective. And it was just one of those games, to be honest. And it was a game that I wasn't really surprised. I'm going to take a seat in here. I wasn't surprised at all, to be honest. It had the same passage of play that we keep seeing. And Ollie keeps saying that they're working on this and they're working on that. But it begs to what are they doing in training? Because I saw AZ Alkmaar. Why have I got one glove on and one off? Doing a Josh. Yeah. I do have my other gloves in here. I don't even know why, because this hand's actually freezing. Sorry. I saw AZ Alkmaar open us up at will. You know, De Gea was called into action a good few times throughout the match. He made some good stops. And we never looked like scoring at all throughout the whole match. We had a couple of set pieces. They were poor as well. And I really want this to work out for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I proper do, man. But the people I speak to that say, you know, Ollie out and I've lost faith in him and whatnot, I kind of think we've got to stick with a process. We've got to trust something. But it is getting more and more difficult to do that. You know what I'm saying? You know me. I like to keep a balanced view on things, and I like to look at things in their entirety rather than just attacking one issue. But if I'm looking at purely the footballing stance and the tactical stance and the pattern of play, people are right when they say they don't know what's going on. Like, there was a time when I couldn't even work out what formation we was playing. I saw Mata basically just up right behind alongside Daniel James at one stage. I saw Mason Greenwood coming centrally off the right hand side. He looked very lost. He looked like quite confused, to be honest. He didn't really know where to be. And it was just so frustrating. Yes, we could have had a penalty. I haven't watched it back, but a few people messaged me and said it was a stonewall penalty, but there's no VAR. That's what happens when you play in the second tier of European football, you know. You don't have the best technology. But away from that, they could have been out there, like I said, another 90 minutes and nothing would have changed, man. Very, very disappointing. And the fact that I saw Ollie sit in this same dugout and come out of here to the touchline and was trying to change things frantically. Like, it didn't look organised. It looked like, okay, you go out there and try this. All right, shit, that's not working. All right, you go out there. And it might look like people may say, well, at least he's trying to change things. But for every single thing that he changed, not one thing impacted the game. And that was a worry with the players we had on the pitch. I mean, Matic, I don't want to keep digging him out, but He lost the ball countless times. He got caught in possession. I thought Fred was poor today. I don't think he had his best game by any imagination. Look, Lindelof and Rojo did okay. They didn't have a lot to do in terms of one-on-one situations. So I wouldn't say they got at, but where we weren't closing them down in midfield, where there was loads of spaces, and in the end they kept exploiting our flanks as well. Brandon Williams, I thought he gave a decent account of himself, being a young kid coming into, his first European appearance, but he struggled at times. Delort didn't really impress across the whole squad. To be fair, I can't really pick out one player and just single them out. Across the whole squad, I don't think we was very good. Lingard came on for 10 minutes and went straight off injured. Did he even warm up properly? I don't know. That just sums up his luck and his performance levels at this moment. It really is dire. I spoke to James Cooper today in an interview that you guys will see in a couple of days' time, and he's kind of echoing the same thing. It's like, yeah, you don't want to sack Ollie, of course not. I want this to work out, but what can we see? We need to start seeing something, and quick. I did say before the game, in the context of the competition, a draw here is not the worst result. However, if we did win, even that would be difficult to transfer into real confidence, because he made so many changes to the side. But coming here and having such an embarrassing performance and not one shot on target in 90 minutes is even worse. That breeds even more negativity. It breeds even more... it affects the confidence even more, should I say, Look, we've got Newcastle on the weekend. It's going to be a tough old game. They just got battered 5-0 by Leicester, and you're looking at it thinking, you know what? We should go there and beat them and turn them over. But, they're going to be up for it. They're going to look for a reaction. Their fans, no matter what's going on with the Mike Ashley thing and their team at the moment and what they think of Steve Bruce, they're going to be up for it. It's going to be loud. It's going to be intimidating for a Manchester United team that nobody fears in world football. Outside the ground, I had AZ fans or RZ fans coming up to me saying, Manchester United are shit. Manchester United are this, and these people are right. No one's scared of us, man. Seeing the players going onto the bus at the end of the game as well, they looked dejected. They looked visibly upset. It's all right looking upset, but you got to try and put it right. So overall, I was embarrassed. I was bored. I was not shocked or not surprised, to be fair. I spoke to a taxi driver on the way here. He predicted that Man United would win 4-1. I said to him, have you seen Man United play recently? AZ, I'm not going to say they should have scored, because their shots were the saves that David De Gea make, you would expect him to make, but he worked far too hard for me. When their keeper literally, AZ could have played without a keeper. They could have literally played without a keeper, or stuck me in goal, or stuck Mark in goal. You lot see Mark's appearances in United standing goal. They could have stuck him between the sticks today, and he could have done a job for AZ Alkmaar in goal. So it is boring. So sitting here dejected in the stadium afterwards, pissed off, but not surprised. It's all about Newcastle, and we need some positivity. We need some goals. We need a result, man. A draw at Newcastle would be dreadful. Obviously, a loss would be catastrophic. We've got to get a W, more so than here. I just think today just didn't help in terms of breeding confidence, because of the manner of the way we went out with a draw. Because it's hard to think we actually did draw the game. We have drawn the game, it's not like we've lost, but it may as well have been a loss. Like, it is in the context of the group, a draw away from home, and when your home game's good, you get out the groups. But we're just not. Astana wasn't convincing at all. The Rochdale game, we scraped through. So even the wins we have had have been not good wins. Oh man, it feels like this season has been going on for about 6-7 months already, man. Can't believe it's only been like 2. But we go on over to the Toon Army, over to St James's Park on Sunday. Guys, thanks for watching. It has been cold and wet and horrible here in Holland. I'm going to get myself back to England, get a day's rest before I drive up to Newcastle from down south. Peace. Big thank you to you guys for watching the latest of our videos. And if you want to check out more, make sure you do that just to the right of me. We are the biggest and best Manchester United channel in the world. Make sure you check us out on all of the socials as well. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. The socials are along the bottom. Peace.